is Doug Limon. This is my wife Rachel Limon, and we're going to talk to you about the bandolier bag project, the community bandolier bag. It was a project that we got a Minnesota State Arts Board grant for. We're making 2 bandolier bags. One is the community bandolier bag, which is right here, and then a bandolier bag that I'm making, which is the mirror image of this design. So we've got 2 bandolier bags that we're making with the project.
Miigwech, animaji tan koi niwi oji boy majines, we wenigo indu munugo miigwech wendaman apiji nenemegwan bajayan, we wenisa we maduan bangigo yo o, and endaman dawaj kesh chigeng, we wenigo nawaj de kenemen da onishinabe, kapishi webak me winja, minuago dawaj gesh chigeng nigan, we wenisa de minonisro tadien. Nin wago shindigu, minuago migizi and dodem, hodego gaza gasquaji mekag and donjiba. Inisiro tago na ujibuemo yan. Gawin. English. Good thing I asked now. Most of the elders on the res had gone to government-run residential boarding schools. Their children, the parental generation of my youth, had developed a serious distrust of the government and educational institutions as a result. Educators and administrators resented the parents' absence at school conferences and the truancy issues for many Native students, but nobody talked about the bigger issues, which sat like a giant bear in the corner of the room every time the schools and Native families interacted. Of course, there's a lot more there. Be familiar with that scene, whether you're Native or non-Native. Oftentimes, it's been hard to get communication going. And actually, even starting something like this, first you got to ask even really basic questions like, is it Indian, Native American, Indigenous, Aboriginal, First Nation person, or what? And there's nothing like not knowing how to even phrase the question to totally paralyze the conversation. But being disconnected from motherland is common. That's the experience. We kind of celebrate it in a way, right? Like you have the freedom to move around. You can move to California and become a Californian, right? And so that's one of the freedoms we really celebrate. But there is something lost in that. So like I mentioned, Tom Stillday from the village of Panema on the Red Lake Reservation. It's a really different place. Among other things, they have 100% traditional religious belief and funerary practice, which means no one's ever been baptized in that community. There's never been a church burial. They tried building a mission twice, got burned down within weeks both times. There was never a successful missionary effort in that village. So that's one thing that's different. But among other things that are different are that people bury their dead in the front yard. Right? So you go up there and there are all these spirit houses in everyone's front yard. And for someone who's lived there, they step out the door and there's mom and dad and grandma and grandpa, generation upon generation upon generation, much older than the history of the United States of America, is each family's connection to that little plot of land. Boy, that makes it hard to sell the family farm and move to California. So there is something very different in connection to place.